Hi, everybody. Hey, Nordstroms. We are so excited for today. Welcome to our N Live with our virtual skincare concealer event with the one and only Gucci Westman. My name is Deanna. I'm the Senior Global Director of Education and Events at Westman Atelier, and you get to hear it today directly from Gucci with the very anticipated launch of our beautiful concealer. You get to hear all the tips and tricks and the inside scoop on her creating this product. We absolutely love your participation. So please make sure to jump into the comments, ask questions. We do have someone from our team in the chat to answer any of the questions. And I will also be here to moderate and ask some of your questions directly to Gucci. Remember, this is a live shoppable event, so the links will be put into the chat for any products that you'd like to pop in the bag. And we do have a very exciting sweepstakes. We have 3 lucky winners that will be able to get their custom shade in our new concealer, our Vital Drops or foundation stick, pressed powder, as well as our Baby Cheeks blush stick. So excited for that. Make sure to stay tuned to hear if you are the winner. And if any of you that are joining us today follow Miss Gucci Westman, you know that she is known for creating the most spectacular standout skin. And we're thrilled to launch this new product to really expand our complexion offering. Our guest of honor is one of the world's top editorial makeup artists. She's been recently traveling the world with Anne Hathaway and Nicole Kidman. She's a mother of 3. We don't know how she does it all. And she is the founder of this gorgeous luxury clean beauty brand, Westman Atelier. And I'm so excited to introduce you to Gucci Westman. Gucci, hello.
Hi, hi everyone. Hello,
Hello.
Nordstrom and
Gucci,
everybody.
so busy. Oh my gosh, you've been everywhere recently and had such an exciting day yesterday. Do you want to
Yeah,
share what you did yesterday?
we did have a very exciting day. We started this series a while back called Makeup and Friends, just really bringing people sort of behind the scenes to some of these, they can be a part of this intimate conversation that goes on, with some of these iconic women. And yesterday we were lucky enough to have Halle Berry, which was really cool. And she's obviously a goddess and a queen, and I think everybody knows that. And fun fact, her name has been mentioned in 48 songs. The lyrics in 48 different songs mention Halle
Oh,
Berry. So that was pretty cool fact. I asked her all sorts of things from hormonal advice to where she keeps her Oscar. So that was fun.
that's
And yeah, we had a good chat. She's super cool. She started this platform called Respin for any of you who are in that time of your life. If you're not there yet, you will be at some point. Or if you're past it, it's still interesting information. So it's called Respin, and it's great information, great source of knowledge.
Oh, that's so awesome. What an exciting time with, Makeup and Friends, with the launch of this amazing concealer. And I know that everybody's dying to hear a little bit more about it from you. So tell us what makes this beautiful concealer so unique and so different, and kind of like your journey creating it.
Yeah. So concealer, I think, is one of my favorite things. As a makeup artist, I've always been known for the skin and for creating sort of enhanced, elevated skin without looking like it's a transformation. And naturally, I wanted to add skincare benefits. So we have some quite significant clinicals that we've done on our concealer, and we um, so a lot of people have concerns with dark circles under their eyes. In just 4 weeks, you see a reduced dark circle, you see reduced fine lines and puffiness, which I'm a puffy person. I mean, I have a little bit of a dark circle, but I'm more like puffy, and my eyes like kind of risk disappearing at some point. They get so puffy. So I'm really into the depuff. And, just the texture in itself is, quite impressive. It self-sets, which was my biggest thing, looking for something that would set immediately, that would feel very easy to adhere to the skin, to target, to be precise, and to just have an excellent shade offering. It couldn't be too liquid, couldn't be too dry. It had to have that really super precise, cushiony feeling that I don't, when you know, and I seriously rejected so many different formulas until we came up with this one. This one is exceptional. There's no silicones. I want to remind everyone how hard it is to formulate something like this that is so sensorial without using any silicones, any pegs, any petrochemicals, anything like that. So we're kind of like doing the unachievable almost. So it's just kind of like very impressive formula. A lot of people are saying it's the best formula they've ever tried, which is quite cool, considering we're not using those things, because that it makes it a lot easier, of course. So I'm going to go into right away doing some skin. Okay, so as I said, as a makeup artist, that's usually what people know me for, is like, oh, you're known for this kind of skin. And it did used to bother me, but then I thought, I'm going to take ownership and I'm going to own that kind of complexion space. And I want to teach women all around the world how to work with this philosophy that's really simple and really intuitive, and use products that are not only clean, that's like table stakes for us, but it's far more than clean. We use active ingredients at full efficacy, at the highest efficacy possible, and the combination of active ingredients that will actually do something for your skin. So you're not just covering and correcting your skin, you're repairing and restoring your skin. So it's all about that perfect combination. And I'm obsessed with skincare. So I that's had to be, that was a must for me, that it was going to be something that was going to improve my skin. I have rosacea, so I
Well, and
didn't.
I think too, Gucci, like you talk a lot about obviously clean is table stakes and you want it to perform like skincare, but I have to also call out you being a makeup artist and making sure that it performs and lasts. That's another huge point of difference. There's so many concealers that are out there that, they slip on and they may have skincare, but it doesn't last, or it does. I mean, I'm opposite of you. I have like dark circles and it doesn't cover. And I love that this truly covers and it stays on, which is
Yeah,
so.
so this has a really nice, I would say, medium to full coverage. The coverage is excellent, and the blurring factor is real. I have pores around my nose and chin and here that are just getting like out of control. And anything that can help soften and soothe the pores and have this blurring effect without filling my skin with silicones, I'll take it all day long. So I just feel so good about our system, starting off with skin activator, which I give myself a nice, generous 4 pumps. It has transformed my skin completely. I swear, what I've gone through with my skin has been such a challenge up until skin activator, until I met skin activator. Um, my husband uses 8 pumps, which is aggressive. I use 4.
That's why he looks so good too.
I know, he's like a full hoarder of skin activator.
Oh, it feels so good.
So it feels so good. And talk about simple but effective. Skin activator is so incredibly gentle and so potent. I don't think I've ever used anything as powerful and gentle at the same time as skin activator.
Yeah.
It really has this effect on the skin where it improves your moisture barrier in a real way because of the delivery system, because of the active ingredients that are included at the right levels in this particular patented delivery system. It was made in Korea by the leading skin scientist in Korea. And I have so much to talk about each product because so much goes into each product. So I have to try to remind myself to not blab off, but and I always feel like I want to make things that are necessary without ever being frivolous, so skin activator is my hydrating, it's my soothing, it's my reparative product, right? And I replace my moisturizer with skin activator. Then I add my Supreme C, which is the most luxurious version of a vitamin C I've ever tried, hands down. And it's incredibly gentle, which is hard with vitamin C, if anybody knows. We worked with a Japanese company, so we were able to sort of eliminate the issues that vitamin C can come with. And basically, the way we did that was we used a derivative of one of vitamin C that once it touches your skin, it transforms into 100% vitamin C. Once your enzymes in your skin touch the vitamin C, then it transforms it to 100% ascorbate acid vitamin C. So it's only once it touches your skin, so it doesn't oxidize. It stays stable. It's incredibly gentle. There's nothing aggressive about it. It's doesn't react with the sun, and just how gentle it is and how effective it is on age spots is remarkable. I'm Swedish and Irish, and I have a lot of pigmentation that has faded exponentially. And again, we've done serious clinicals. This is a really premium vitamin C. There's not anything close on the market. It enters the dermis up to 3 to 4 times deeper than any other vitamin C product, because of the nature of the molecule and because it is lipophilic, which your skin is made of lipids, so it likes to enter. It likes absorbing things it knows. So you're getting the creme de la creme with
It
those
is.
already.
And someone was asking, like, are there any additional ingredients that might be pore clogging? It's only one ingredient. Like, I
That
think a lot of
it's
people don't
and
realize that
it's one ingredient. And what I love about the process that we came to create this was how pure it is. And if there's no need for diluting, then don't dilute it. And I would never add something to dilute. I would only add something to improve. And in this case, there's nothing to improve. It's 100% the most effective vitamin C version you will ever try. I
yeah,
mean,
and
I,
I've
I
seen like
guarantee you, and
trace.
it's gentle. I'm the most sensitive person ever to walk the universe with my skin. It's like I have one sip of red wine and my skin's like, bleh. So anyway, so now I'm going to use complexion drops. You have to shake them. And you can use the concealer on top of just, I guess just skincare if you like, but I'm going to use complexion drops first because I have a lot of little redness here. I've been traveling a lot and it's just what happens with rosacea. So I'm using the liquid blender and I'm using Atelier 3 and complexion drops.
And
Again,
Gucci, you tend to use put your foundation on first and then kind of check to
yeah,
see if you
I
need
like to
additional
I
concealing.
like to save time with everything. And I know a lot of you who are here with us today appreciate saving time as multitaskers. And feel like I can see where I need more coverage after, because I am at a stage in my life where I need to even out my skin tone. And that's why I'm using complexion drops. Deanna's using the stick. And I like how it's kind of just the right amount of coverage, a skin tint sort of coverage. And it also is super hydrating and restoring for the skin. The complexion drops is one of my favorite. Subaki oil is the #1 ingredient, which is the most kind of exclusive skincare ingredient that you can find on the market. One of the most expensive, certainly. So I'm kind of just blending it in there, and I still see I have some redness, and you have two options basically. So if you'd like, you can add your color, if I'm going to add some baby cheeks, if I'm going to add some contour, if I'm going to add some dimension to your skin, you can go in with your concealer last, because if you have pigmentation or something that you need to correct after, but you can always go in and bop in and out with your concealer. It's actually what I've always been known for as a makeup artist. Like I'm in Grace Coddington, one of her books, like going with like something that's like the spot check brush with my foundation. They all used to make fun of me for going doot, 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 doot. And they were like, what are you even doing? Nothing is changing. And I'm like, yes, you have no idea. It's big changes here. But
But
it's
I
all
love that because
nuance.
you're not about like it's not about just like covering your skin. Like your foundation, you can still see skin. It's just it's even. Your concealer, it's about spot concealing. It's not like camouflaging everything, which is so
No,
I think what
no.
people want. They want it to look
Yeah.
like
So I'm wondering, should I do concealer now or should I do?
let's do it now so that they can like see that
Okay.
instant difference.
So do you guys see the redness and all these like dots that I have? Whoa. And by the way, look, there's no pilling from the complexion drops, the Supreme C, and the skin activator. Zero pilling. I cannot stand pilling.
And
You will
some
never have any pilling with any of our products, I guarantee you.
And some people were asking like you for the skincare. This is your regimen every morning, right? So you
Every
do
morning and every night.
activator, serum, okay, activator, supremacy, and then you go in with your foundation. And
Yep.
I'm doing
Every day
three
and every night.
rounds once
And
I've done.
I also use Supreme C in the summer every day and every night.
And it doesn't make your skin photo like sensitive. So it's
No, because it's because of the premium nature of how it was processed, the vitamin C. It transforms once it hits your skin's natural enzymes, so it doesn't oxidize when it hits the air. So
absolutely.
let's get in there with the concealer. And the doe foot is really cleverly made, so it picks up the right amount of product on in this little reservoir there. So you don't get messy. Of course you have our little logo there, but I'm just gonna go in. I That's the darkness I have. That's kind of it. But I have droopiness on the sides of my eyes, which is annoying. We all have our things, right?
We all have our things. I've
And
got
then
the
maybe I'm just going in like where I see that I could use a little bit of, you know, um, evening and where I have additional redness that I couldn't be targeted enough with my complexion drops. And here we go, connecting the dots. It's like, whoa, once I start.
Yeah, there you go with your doot doot doot, your
Yeah, I
little
know. But seriously, that's my like signature, the doot doot doot. So many hairdressers were like, doot 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 doot. It's like, well, how do other makeup artists do it? I don't get it.
I was really impressed with I have like sunspot like hyperpigmentation on my cheek and I'm so impressed with how it goes on and it sticks and it covers
Yeah.
and
So look
anything
at this.
really
The cool thing, like the shades are excellent. We spent so much time on the shades, but also, so this is L3 that I'm using because I'm really pale right now. But um the you see how it just adheres to the skin, you dab it in and it sets. There's no like messy mess.
Mhm.
You kind of There's a cushiness to the formula that allows it to be super precise. And here where I wear my glasses, I have that permanent indentation. Just
And
dab it on.
you
And
like
you could use a
your
brush if you
fingers,
wanted, like Deanna's using a brush.
you could do either one.
Yeah.
Fingers are
You
great
can
for on the go or
whatever's sort of like most intuitive to you, you can do either.
the baby blender brush is the one that I'm using. If you prefer not to use your fingers, it blends everything really easy in, or you can like press it right where you need that extra coverage. I
Yeah.
even take extra a little bit of the excess and put it on my eyelid sometimes. Do you ever do that?
Yeah, I put some actually on dotted some on my eyelids because I was traveling, not sleeping so much.
Yeah, it really just kind of like brightens and takes any of that red out, which I
And
love.
one of my favorite features I have to say about our products is you had to see my skin yesterday. So I ran out of my skin activator and Supreme C flying home from LA. And I got in at 2 in the morning and I had this important video I did before the Halle Berry Makeup and Friends. And my skin was seriously like so triggered. And I was like, I didn't have skin activator and my Supreme C. So I was like, do, do you guys have, that was what I wanted immediately when I got to set. And within probably half an hour, my skin was calming down.
Wow. And that's something that I don't know that everybody knows that because you struggle with rosacea and sensitivity, every single product that you make has a calming ingredient and calming agent in it, which is so cool. Because
Well, it's calming and it's restorative and it's reparative and it's all about creating the skin that you would desire to have, both instantly and long term. So in a real way, not just cosmetic. I'm not interested in that. I want something that is going to change my skin, to teach my skin to feel better and to be better ultimately. And that's what I'm into. I don't want something that's going to just like cover and make it look like I have much better skin than I do. I want it to like really deeply change my skin. And because of the peptides and the mini hyaluronic acid molecule in here, it's super deeply hydrating as a formula, which is nice. There's no cracking or cakey sensation. As you can see, it's super, has a really nice finish to it, like a natural finish. And of course, we have gentian root, we have coffee leaf extract, we have a number of active ingredients that are improving the quality of your skin. And the combination of active ingredients is critical, of course, to make
yeah,
that happen. But so that's my concealer.
it looks so
And
good.
but I just feel like it makes your skin look like it's alive still without like feeling like, oh, it's like covered in makeup.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of our guests asked if they're extremely oily and they're using the stick, what do you and this concealer, what would you recommend? I know that this is self-setting, so it has that kind of like soft matte finish, but what do you recommend for shine control?
The concealer is not an issue at all with oily skin, nor is the stick. I would suggest trying our powder, our Vital Press skincare powder, because it removes excessive radiance, or I should say oil. It absorbs excess oil that's not wanted, that's not desirable, and it allows the skin to appear beautifully radiant as opposed to kind of, like struggling, like feeling like it's starved for something. So this, I'm using Pink Bubble, and Pink Bubble has this like, for whatever reason on TikTok, people are obsessed with the brightening benefits. And it is,
Viral.
yeah,
Pink
it's
bubble's so good.
pressed skincare powder. And makeup artists call our powders the Paris filter powders because it's so delicate and it's a veil that kind of gently sweeps away the sheen you don't want. It kind of does the job. It feels like a really modern finish to me without looking like too much. And you can put this on at any stage of the game. It allows also for extra wear. I would say the concealer is absolutely, even though I don't believe in that term long wear, it lasts all day.
Yeah, and I love that you don't have to set your concealer with this because it self-sets, but this is a really nice way for any of you that worry about that excess shine. And then I also saw, I'm guilty, I was influenced by an influencer talking about this. Um, laugh lines. I'm very expressive and I have pretty deep laugh lines. By just putting some of that in that laugh line, it blurs and it softens that whole crease. So I
Yeah,
thought
it's really nice that it softens without ever feeling cakey or heavy or powdery. Because powder can like really, I feel like, destroy a look. You know, it can destroy like beautiful makeup because it makes it feel like, oh, it's heavy. You know, so this is like
yeah,
the gentle veil, and it's pressed vitamin C, it's pressed pro and prebiotic and quinoa seed extract. So this is again skincare upon skincare. So everything is working to improve the quality of your skin, which who doesn't want that? So now I'm going to give myself some um face trace in biscuit. I need some dimension.
so you're
Quickly
using biscuit.
popping
Can you tell me
biscuit.
what color you used in the foundation and the concealer?
Yeah, I used L3 in the concealer, and in the foundation I used Atelier 3.
Okay, and then just for reference, I used Atelier 9 in foundation and I used M3. And I'll use truffle as my face trace.
I wish we could see each other in real life. It would be so much more fun.
Well, funny you say that because tomorrow you
Oh
are
yeah.
going to be live in New York City. So anyone that is watching us that's in New York, make sure you're getting your ticket for the New York City Nordstrom event. Gucci will be there to show
I
you
will
all.
be there with my um I will be there with a sign with my name on it. No, just kidding.
Bells and whistles.
So, oh, the other thing I'm totally obsessed with is creating some definition on my nose using biscuit. So I use the eyeshadow one brush for that. I swear I've become addicted to contouring my nose.
Well, that stat that it never stops growing is frightening, right?
Yeah, but I believe it. It's like,
You're like, wait.
I know, I'm like, wait, but my feet shrunk. So that stat was wrong.
Well, and we joke that Gucci's like Benjamin Button because she looks younger every time we see her. It's all that vitamin C. It's all that Supreme C that she's using.
Well, I do think that pigmentation makes you feel not as, youthful. Freckles, yes, but pigmentation, not as much. And if you ever need to go back and touch anything up, you can go right back in, because if you pick anything up from where you've applied, if you have like little red dots like I just did, can fix it easily.
Now, face trace is something, it's one of our like products that you're most known for, which is I think a little bit ironic because you're known for this like clean skin and it's like fresh and natural. And a lot of people think contour is like makeupy, you know? So what do you think is different from your contour stick and why does it look so natural?
That's a great question. I have to say, I started my career doing music videos, commercials, and a couple of movies. And so a lot of my career was spent learning how to create characters and authenticating how characters look. And doing that, you need to, I always loved authenticating the skin and making it a better version or a version of what it is. So it doesn't appear to be made up to look like that. I want it to be like not distracting. So I I think that really just now I lost the thought of the question. What was the question?
No, but like what I and
Oh, the base, the contour. Oh,
yeah, the
okay.
contour
So
like
contour, you absolutely need highlight and shadow and dimension. All of those things work together. I feel like as a person, as a makeup artist, I have like a good grasp of color adjacencies and color next to each other and how to brighten one another. And if I just finish like this with contour and foundation, I'm still going to look makeupy. I need to add some color into my cheeks. I need to add some life, right? And it's the same, like I can create this idea of of a nose shape, just gently. It's like how it's done,
Mhm. I
like
think that's
having a
really good.
delicate hand as opposed to having a heavy linear concept is, giving myself some definition in my socket. It's all about having a heavy hand and adding more as you go, as opposed to being quick to add a lot, because then it's like it's harder to remove.
I think
And I'm
also
thinking to myself
something
some
really
garçon.
I think one of the things too, Gucci, that you've done with your textures, you've made them very user friendly. So even though if someone isn't as experienced as you, they can't really mess it up because your textures are so they're so beautiful and they blend so nicely.
Oh, thank you. I also think that it's like pretty intuitive how to do it. I mean, you see that immediately looks better, right? It looks like I'm alive and I'm not just like a cosmetic, you know, Swiss situation, which I'm not at all, but you know what I mean. And I'm
Super.
just going in with Garcon is a really easy, I don't know what the shade description is, but it's like very sort of boyish cheek, and I'm going across my cheekbones.
And I'm using a little bit of Pop It, so it's a brighter color just to kind of give a little contrast. Since you were just talking about the contrast, so it doesn't look too
I can
well.
add a little to my lips too. The older we get, that's the other thing that happens. Your lips, like they become blurry too. We don't want that to be blurry. We want that to be, very distinguished, but it happens.
Ooh, someone's asking about something for their daughter. So Giselle says that her daughter's a competitive dancer on stage and she often gets washed out. Do you recommend doing contour and highlight?
How old is she?
Giselle, tell us how old she is. Um, but I will say that these are really nice. I've used them on my daughter when she does on stage. She's 8 years old, but it's nice when it's on stage because you know that it's, safe products on their skin. We'll
Yeah.
wait for her to let us know how old she is, and then maybe we
I
can
would
think.
say, I would say, because I know my daughter likes hip hop dancing, and a lot of the girls are really made up um, at those kind of like recitals and things. And I just think some of the direction is a little off. Like I don't think any little girl needs heavy black eyeliner, or or it's more kind of maybe the color of the skin. So maybe it's a baby cheek, or you know what I mean? It's something a little more that feels age appropriate and still doesn't wash them out. So I would say a
Yeah,
baby cheek, any
so
any
guys
age.
are,
Yeah. So what is now? We're doing a lit up.
yeah, which do you like to when you have like at this point on your day to day, do you like popping on some lit up, some super loaded? What do you prefer?
I
Or
mean,
what do you want to do?
really, it depends on what I'm looking to do. I mean, I really am not a high maintenance person with like, I like my things that make me feel more confident, and that's like my skin being put together, having some color in my skin, having some definition. I would say, I would maybe add some super loaded, probably. That could be a good, and also give me some warmth and some radiance. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna use super loaded and Peau de Pêche. And
okay.
I would probably normally use this before baby cheeks, but um you can use it in whichever order you like, because it just this is nice because it gives you like a nice radiant, all-encompassing kind of, it makes you look really more finished, like
Mhm.
more refined. See? And you can put it, just warms everything up a little bit, this Peau de Pêche. I also really, really, really love Peau de Peony. I feel like I should have named it Nicole Kidman. Like I basically use it on her all the time. So it gives you this really nice polished feeling,
Ooh, that's so
you
pretty.
know? like quite, and you have nectar.
Yeah, I put a little bit of nectar just to show a little bit of a difference where this one's like a little more of a glassy
Yeah.
finish. Yours is more of like a refined polished finish, would you say?
Yeah, it's a little more pearlized, and it
Mhm.
has it does have the warmth, and it has like it gives you some definition, radiance, and warmth. So it gives you that shade that I chose. It gives you all of those things in one go, which is kind of nice if you're trying to save time. And it's all about like the system, and I'm just always adding things that I feel like are joyful but not overwhelming things to choose from. So it's really like I might add a little mascara right now. I might add a little bit on my lip, for example. It's kind of it's all about the skin. And I feel like elevating the skin, if you do it properly using the right skincare and then the right products and in the right sort of method, you really can't go wrong. Because I feel like my skin sort of like pretty, do you see? It's
I'm
pretty rough skin.
Oh, it looks so beautiful. And is
And
this where you might go back if there was like a spot that wasn't covered? You said sometimes you'll go back and add a little more concealer if needed or
I
throughout.
would, but I like now I feel like I'm pretty good. I did it like again after I put on the contour on my nose. I went back and touched up a little bit. But another piece I wanted to touch on is that it doesn't get kind of collected in the little lines, the concealer or the complexion drops, which is a really nice, feature because I have lines you see here, and it doesn't collect in the lines, which I can't stand. When you see a beautiful girl or woman and you see a big blob of like concealer or foundation in the crease in the little lines, that's not.
Well, not only does it like not collect in there, but then, Gucci was very modest with our clinicals on this product. But I mean, even after 8 weeks, you see a 23% reduction in those soft lines around the eye and or anywhere in the face. So it's not only not collecting, but then it's also softening those lines, which is so cool.
And the dark circles, I know everyone's into that. The
Yeah.
dark circle clinical and
It's
the
reducing by
puffiness.
50%. Yeah, it's reducing
Oh,
dark
and
circles.
it's also the other thing is it's really difficult to affect is the collagen synthesis production, and the concealer actually does promote collagen synthesis, which is pretty cool. I have
Yeah, so this product, it helps you just as much as it looks amazing, which is so cool. And I love doing just kind of like the comparison for those of you at home, like the makeup versus no makeup and just showing like it doesn't look like makeup, but it definitely looks much better. Like I look more even, my dark circles are gone, but it doesn't look like it's makeup sitting on the skin.
yeah,
So,
it is really nice because as a makeup artist, I always feel like I want to make the skin look like skin and not, made up. So I've always kind of played with different ways to do that. And, of course, the textures are really important. The application process is really important. But just the fact that nothing is sitting on top of the skin is really nice to know that you can go out and not feel like people stare at you and be like, whoa, she has so much makeup on. Like it's like that, even though I have quite a bit because of my my issues with my redness and such today. But it's it's nice because it kind of just amplifies your skin, and it
absolutely.
and it settles, it penetrates in a nice, really nice way, as opposed to sometimes you have to spray like a little Evian on top or something to make it feel like it's settling. But
Back
I
to
don't
skin. Yeah.
I don't feel like I need to do that. And yeah, I feel like I don't know, my skin hasn't been this harmonious in such a long time. I'm gonna be 54 in a month.
Oh my God.
Wait, what date is it's the 17th? Yeah, October 18th. I'm gonna be 54. That's crazy.
It is. You're our little Benjamin Button. You
Ugh.
just do you do you do not you're reverse aging.
Mm,
And
no,
it's just so cool to hear you talk about it though and everything. I know that so much of your heart and soul goes into every single product that we create as a brand. We can't wait for everyone to try this incredible new concealer. And we actually have 3 winners. So we're you ready to announce our winners of the sweepstakes?
Yeah.
All right, so we
Like,
have
I love winning. I feel like I never win anything.
we have winners here. We've got 3 very lucky winners. We have Mary S. Mary S. Congratulations. We have JCG and Sharon C. And those of you, so Sharon C, Mary S, JCG, and Sharon C, you are the winners of the sweepstakes. So you'll be getting your custom shade of your Vital System, and the Nordstrom team will be reaching out to you to get you your fun goodies. You are going to be in for a treat if you haven't tried Westman Atelier, and your skin is going to look amazing.
Well,
I want
that's so exciting. I do want to stress that um once somebody tries the products, they kind of like, not to sound weird, but it's the kind of thing like I'm so skeptical of everything, and you try one of the products and you're like, oh, this is really nice and it works, and the ingredients are nice, and oh, it's making my skin better. And a lot of our customers like maybe come and they try it, like a couple products, and then they come back a few days later and they get like 3 more products, and it's just kind of a nice system. And it's really what I wanted to create all along, was this system that was felt really simple but super joyful and impactful, like in a way that people who don't wear makeup, a lot of makeup, often come up and say, oh my God, I don't even wear makeup and I love your makeup. And it
to
just makes me feel like I know how to make myself look better, because I guess I'm a normal person and I have normal issues, and just we all have our frustrations, but it's sort of like it's manageable and you make the most of it. And I feel like you're given a new sort of lease on life with this, knowing that you're using products that are helping improve the quality of your skin, and also the products work. Of course, the performance has to be paramount as a makeup artist. It can't be like something that doesn't work, then no one's going to come back. So that's, first and foremost. But it's nice knowing that, and it's easy, super easy. And I just feel like I'm excited for anyone new here to try, some of our products and see what you think. And the concealers really, as my daughter would say, really bust. She's like, oh, I like the formula. It's like, okay, how you're 15 and I've been doing makeup for however many years, but these girls, they know their stuff.
They
They're very savvy.
they really
So,
are. And,
so we got the approval.
anyone that hasn't had a chance to touch and feel, you can find us in a local Nordstrom. We're in select Nordstrom doors. Our makeup artists are incredible, help shade
Yeah.
match you. So anyways, I wanted to just thank you so much, Gucci. I can't wait to see you tomorrow at Nordstrom New
Yeah,
York.
I hope some of you here can join and we can maybe chat in person. It's feels like uh not as intimate when you don't get to see each other and hear each other's voices and stuff. So thank you all for taking the time today, and I hope this was like informative in some way, and that it sparks a little curiosity. And for whoever can come tomorrow, I would love it. So thank you guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you all to all of our Nordies people out there that joined us, and we hope you enjoyed this time. Thank you, Gucci.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Deanna. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Nordstrom. Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye.